Desperate and rattled, Pakistan is trying to spread terror in the Kashmir Valley. Pakistan has established mobile terror camps across the line of control in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Pictures revealing Pakistan's sinister terror push have now emerged from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. After the Balakot airstrikes by India, terrorists are back again in big numbers in the region. 18 terror camps and launched pads identified by agencies where terrorists are getting trained or are ready to infiltrate. Jamaat-e-Islami is leading these camps, and terrorists from all major terror groups, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiba, are part of this massive terror plot. Now, these terror groups have been asked to attack a popular religious shrine in Jammu and Kashmir and also attempt attacks on security forces in the state. Now, intelligence agencies are also revealing that 3 new camps have been set up in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir apart from these existing ones. And that's the story that's breaking here on WION World is One. After the abrogation of Article 370, a rattled and desperate Pakistan is pushing terror into the Kashmir Valley across the border. 18 terror camps have been set up in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. We have our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, now joining us live with more details on that front. Siddhant, talk to us.
Well, Krishna, this is the third major intelligence input that Pakistan is planning something in the Indian territory since 5th of August, the day when India took that historic decision of removing the special status for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Before that, we know that there were reports that there are Pakistani commandos who are at the LOC trying to infiltrate inside the Indian territory. In fact, on 1st of August, on that night, the Indian Army was able to thwart a major attempt by the Pakistani forces to enter inside the Indian territory. And then, of course, we also saw reports of how Pakistan has moved terrorist camps and a lot of militants and terrorists from the FATA and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to POK. And now this report coming off mobile terror camps which are now gathering in numbers in POK. And we know that these camps all include terror groups such as the JEM or Lashkar-e-Taiba or other such groups. We also know that there is increased activity. These are intelligence reports of terror groups and their masterminds to plot something. The report which has come from the intelligence agency is that Pakistan plans to target certain religious places inside Jammu and Kashmir towards the end of September or maybe early October. And this shows the increased frustration in the Pakistani establishment after a major failure when it comes to diplomatic affairs. We know Pakistani machinery has been ranting about globally. They tried to raise Jammu and Kashmir at the United Nations Security Council. It was a joint effort by the Chinese and the Pakistanis, but it failed massively with India's allies and partners coming in support of New Delhi. In fact, the Muslim countries where Pakistan usually backed on also have sent a clear message to Islamabad that when it comes to Jammu and Kashmir, it's India's internal matter, and Pakistan and India have to bilaterally deal with it. In fact, right now, even as we speak, the Indian Prime Minister is in Russia. In fact, he's going to leave Russia shortly, and we know that the Russians were the first P5 member countries of the United Nations Security Council to back India publicly, calling India's decision as its own internal matter. But clearly, Pakistan is not understanding the diplomatic language, and now it's resorting to other means, including a possible terror attack which Pakistan perhaps is planning because of the increased activity of terrorists the intelligence agencies have noticed. But also, we have seen that how Pakistan has resorted to using terrorism as a state policy, whether it's in India or whether it's in Afghanistan. 2 of its neighbors have been complaining about how Islamabad and, of course, Rawalpindi have been using terror as a major state policy. And this is also expected from Islamabad because of the increased frustration it is getting by unnecessary raking up Jammu and Kashmir at the international fora.
Siddhant Sibal joining us with that update. Thank you, Siddhant.